So, who will be the first group to come? Who will be the first group to come and give the presentation? Raise your hand. Virendra Kerai is ready. Virendra, are you ready? Who is ready with that? Yes. 1 minute. I will share. I will tell the people. Give you the chance to share the PPT. 1 minute. You can share screen as well as you can unmute yourself. I have given the rights to you. Okay, who is going to share the that particular thing?
Hello, sir. Is my voice clear?
You can start.
Our topic is traffic management system. As per the second PPT about the literature survey, and our content for this PPT is first the causes for the traffic,
You
and
are
then
having
the main reason.
see. You are having only 10 minutes to complete it, and
Okay, sir.
you will do the thing. Okay.
Okay, sir. The main reason for the traffic that we are seeing in the mega cities, then the literature surveys, then the outcome, and then research gap, and the objective of research work, and then references. And so the first is the causes why the traffic is more seen in the mega cities. First of all, it is by the system error due to the technical or the mechanical errors or the information that the person are not getting in behalf of the technical material that are kept. It is due to maybe the error of the traffic lights or maybe the any kind of other errors. Second is the political or personal event. As per the today's scenario, there are the many um, voting events are there, so this kind of also uh, causes the traffic reasons. And another is the accident or emergencies like 108 and like this kind of at the current scenario corona, the near the hospitals there are many peoples and many such vehicles are uh, causing the traffics. And another is the irrelevant human activities. It is due to the humans activities, like they are on the mobile phones, and other accidents causes due to them. Another slide is the main reason that the all of the topic that we can conclude, or we can say that the main reason is lack of understanding between human and the system. Somewhere the system or the government is not able to
This is human.
inform.
1 minute. This is human or human?
Human, it's by mistake, sir.
Okay.
human. Somewhere the government is lacking
One
in
minute. One minute.
giving all.
Virendra, 1 minute. Okay, sir, you are going to present next. One DPT is going on. So after 10 to 15 minutes, when they will complete, then you can able to present. I will announce. Okay, Viren, carry on.
Yeah, the somewhere the government is lacking behind. They are not able to um, inform the whole information about the how they have to follow the laws and rules they have to follow, and the punishment all they are lacking somewhere. So people and government is not able to search, think about themselves or others. The reason behind that is because the information is not given to the people as per the government's laws. The violation of laws, no fear of punishment, people thinking that the laws are not for all, and they are not getting fear of any kind of violations, and violation by also government employees, that causes also this kind of traffic, and these will cause the traffic management systems in danger, and people causes their life in dangers. After then we had touching next slide, next slide. Now we had finded the articles from the elsewhere. The first article is of the 2013, and its main motto is about the construct unhumanized off-site enforcement system for road traffic management. This in this article basically is all about the laws they are made in 2013 or 2012 or something. Laws are made like any kind of accidents and illegal the activities done by the vehicle on the road. The inter the research should be done on them, and the police should be enforce them, see what the reasons why the accidents
Okay,
are
so
done.
Viren, okay,
Basically it is about the
just
collection of data why the
Viren,
accidents are done on roads. This
Viren,
is all about.
just go through faster way,
Yes,
literature review,
yes
and
sir.
then come to the work.
Illegal activities done in car and all should be not done. Another is I would like to Sachin to carry on.
Good morning, everyone. So I will talk about 2014 literature survey. The author name is you read author's name. What is general name is transport research. So findings. We talk about findings. So data collection with the help of Hcda model. So first, hybrid anti-hierarchical hierarchical QC model. It means this leads to more complex road traffic management. This system allows adjusting efficiently the road traffic according to real-time change in road network by the integration of an adaptive vehicle route guidance system. So in that, first is a city agent. So what is the agent? So in that agent, one agent for each city. What city agent role manages the road network in the city in order to obtain a better exploitation of the network, update traffic's quality of roads in the city. Next is what is interaction of city agents to people, so communicates and cooperates with other city agents according to RSA request. So what is RSA means road supervisor agent. That what is city agent group? So member of city agent group is that group. So next is road supervisor agent. In that agent, one agent for each road direction. What is role? So monitors the state of the traffic flow on the road, uses control actions for management, safety information for passengers. What is the interaction in that? Coordinates with CA and IVA regarding the road traffic quality, the weather information, and the other information related to road. In that, what type of group? So static member of the road agents and the same city subgroup. So IVA is intelligent vehicle agent. So first, what is agent in that? One agent for each vehicle. What is role in that? So vehicle interference interacting with driver, decision maker, providing best under real-time traffic information, ve- vehicle educator guiding driver to move the vehicle. In that, what is interaction? So coordinate with RSA to collect real-time traffic informations, communicates both with the GPS like global position systems to receive data coordination, and with GIS means geographic information systems
Sachin,
to
move fast.
obtain a
It
routing
is not
table.
moving.
In that, oh, okay, okay, sir. In that, what type of group is so dynamic member of the vehicle agents in same road subgroup. The vehicle agent can move from a subgroup to another when it changes the road. So, so next is presented by Ravi.
Yes, good morning, sir.
Ravi done.
Now the literature survey of 2020, the, the title and the author's name Fatima Oti, Hanan Abdullah
Sachin,
Megza,
come to your work.
Muhammad Adnan.
Sachin, come to your work. What work you have done?
So what?
Kiran, what work you have done? Come to the work.
Next slide, Sachin. Outcome of the literature survey.
So outcomes of literature surveys got information about working of system by mean of human, machine and system. It means that the working of systems is regulated by human, machine and system. They are interlinked with each other. The system can be improved by studying the data and analysis. By this survey, we can improve the system by this data and analysis. With the help of modern equipments and data collections, we can somewhat control traffic. That modern equipments like cameras, drones, UAVs, by that we can somewhat control the traffic. The planning is required with the basic knowledge and a positive outcomes. That we have some plannings, and it is required for this, and also basic knowledge, and we have some positive outcomes from that. Now Sachin will continue.
Next.
In that research gave increasing population. So in this time there is so many
See, you are
populations.
not
So
doing
previous
any
there is
research. You are doing the IDEO project. Okay. So research gap. Research is a very big thing. Research is not like it will complete in 6 months. So don't use the word research gap. Okay. The
okay,
gap, or you can say the findings from the papers. You like this, you can able to tell.
okay. So
What
previous
work
years
you
there
have
is
done to technology, decrement in usage, increasing population, violation of traffic rules, public demand? What you have done? Show me. Next slide.
so there is a difference only. Difference.
What काम क्या किया है? Till now, what work you have done?
Sir, it's a second PPT about a literature survey only.
See, I will show some PPTs like for there and all. You have to make the working profile. Like आपको अपना जो work है उसके लिए you need to make the methodology, you need to make the prototype, and with respect to that you have to do the work.
Yes, sir. But in our batch, the sir had given us the second PPT, so
वो
we are
मैं
at
यही
the
बोल रहा
second
हूँ,
PPT.
that is what I am telling. कि
Okay.
आपको ये सब कंप्लीट करना है विद इन 1 week, 1.5 week, बिकॉज सेमेस्टर इज नाउ गोइंग टू एंड. So when you will do, at least you have to make the CAD model, Gantt chart and all, and then you can able to find it. मैंने आपको 6 चीज़ें बताई थी आईडीईओ के प्रोसेस के बारे में, जिसमें आपको ऑब्जर्वेशन, देन आइडेशन, आपको आईईआईओ शीट बनानी है जिसमें आपको लीफलेट्स के थ्रू आपका एम्पैथी चार्ट और ये सारी चीज़ें आपको ऐड करनी है आपके प्रोजेक्ट के अकॉर्डिंग. फिर आपको कैड मॉडल और प्रोटोटाइपिंग बनाना है. फिर उसके बाद कैसे लोगों को आपने दिया कॉस्ट एनालिसिस उसमें डालना है. और फिर उसके बाद आपको इम्प्लीमेंट करके उसको कैसे करना है, इम्प्लीमेंट कैसे किया जा सकता है वो बताना है. इतनी सारी चीज़ें बताओगे देन योर प्रोजेक्ट विल बी completed, अदरवाइज नॉट ऑन टाइम अकॉर्डिंग टू द HCDA मेथड. मैंने HCDA की क्लासेस कंबाइन ली थी पहले भी, और मैंने सबको बताया भी था कैसे काम करना है. तो नेक्स्ट टर्न पे आपको ये सारी चीज़ें कंप्लीट करनी रहेगी, तब जाके आपका प्रोजेक्ट कंप्लीट माना जाएगा, नहीं तो नहीं माना जाएगा. ओके, यस और नो?
Yes, sir. But we have no information about all this process, sir. We
दैट
have
इज
just
व्हाट आई
got
टोल्ड
information.
अर्लियर. मैंने कंबाइंड जब लैब ली थी तब मैंने सबको बताया था. तो यू कांट से कि मुझे ये सब चीज़ें नहीं पता थी. जब मैंने
Ah, yes, sir.
कंबाइंड बैच की ली थी
You had
तब.
told, but after then, sir, after then we had different batches. So accordingly, we are on the second only. So sir are every time shows us a PPT and they explain us with the particular procedure.
सर ने आपको एक्सप्लेन तो किया था ना, सर हैज ऑलरेडी एक्सप्लेन यू लाइक व्हाट इज दिस, व्हाट इज दैट.
For first and second PPT only. Third, they had not.
तो
And they
अभी
had
आप जो
showed
मैं
us
बोल रहा हूँ वो
till
कंप्लीट
the
करना है
literature survey.
ना. अभी जो मैंने बोला है वो आपको कंप्लीट करना है विथ इन 1 week, 1.5 week में, बिकॉज नाउ सेमेस्टर इज गोइंग टू एंड टिल 15th of May. तो उसके पहले आपका सब सबमिशन होगा, तो आपको ये कंप्लीट करना है. ठीक है,
Okay,
यस
sir.
और नो?
Yes, sir.
ओके, चलो नेक्स्ट. सर, you can share the screen. Are you there, sir? Are you there?
Yes,
Share
I'm
the
there.
screen. Who all are there in your group? Castrol, Sir, Fiona, and Mohammed. 4 people are there. Yes or no?
Yeah, all of us we are,
Are they
we
all
are here.
present?
Muhammad.
Are they all present in the class now?
Hello?
Are they all present, Castrol?
Come again. I'm not able to get you, sir. Come again.
I am asking, all the 4 people are present now in the meeting.
Yes, sir, we're here.
Yeah, I don't know Muhammad. I don't know if Muhammad is present. I don't know.
Okay, you just start presenting. Charmin, after this you can present.
Okay, Saj, you can share the screen, bro.
Yes, you can share with the full screen, Castrol. Start. You are having 10 to 15 minutes.
At conversion of solar production of fossil fuels such as diesel or petrol and other greenhouse emissions that are coming as a result of usage of these fossil fuels. Now, an alternative as the world is having transition from fossil fuels. Are you getting me, sir? Hello? Oh, so, hello, sir?
Carry
Hello?
on. Carry on.
Yeah. So as I was saying, as the world is going through challenges when it comes to the issue of energy crisis, climate change is one of the agent things that the world is trying by all means to find solution for it. Now, we understand that the sun produces much energy, such that if good ways of trapping the energy from the sun are found, we find that the world has an amicable way of solving the issue of climate change. Now, our presentation is going to look at primarily going to look at on ways in which we can uh, essentially or usefully tap the energy from the sun and use it to power our industries and power the thing that drives the economy or that drives our desires for energy. So in this case, uh, introduction, the contents are that we have introduction, definition, types, materials, operation, working principles, reflectors, advantages, particularity, research article, and different uses of the accompanied by conclusion. So you can go to the next slide.
You have stopped sharing your screen, Castor.
Sorry, sir, I got some network issue, so I have to refresh the network.
Yes, yes. Only I am seeing content file. That's all. What about others?
Is it clear now?
Just
Slide
scroll
to
your
the next.
things in a proper way. Just scroll your slides in a proper way. I can only see the content screen.
Is it clear now?
Just open the full screen. Go to the full screen. Yes, yes. Yeah. Go there.
Okay. Is it clear?
No. Go to the full screen of
Yeah, magnified
I'm
plus magnified.
here. You can see
Zoom
full
it.
screen of.
uh,
Yes, yes. Click there.
so it, can you see it now?
Okay, carry on.
No, no.
Carry
Yeah,
on.
yeah. A solar cooker is simply a device that taps solar energy and concentrate it, hence producing tremendous heat. A solar cooker is simply a device which uses the energy of direct sunlight to heat, cook, or pasteurize drink and other food materials. Now, solar reflector of we discover that per second, the solar energy produces energy equivalent to 100 bombs that were dropped on Nagasaki and Hiroshima. Per second, the sun produces the amount of heat or energy that was equivalent to 100 bombs that were dropped on Nagasaki and Hiroshima. That is per second. So we find that we have the potential to solve the energy crisis through the conversion or tapping of energy from the sun. For example, no, don't proceed. For example, solar reflector of 5 meters squared gives up to
See, Casper, you
700
are having
degrees.
5 minutes to complete your presentation. You are having 5 minutes to complete your
We find that
presentation. Tell me about the
uh,
work that you have done. Show me the work.
We go
pardon?
on next slide.
Go to the next slide.
Yeah, we can proceed to the next slide. We can proceed to the next slide.
These are different types of solar cooker we've searched, but our project is mostly based on parabolic solar cooker. As you can see here, this
I'm
one
not
is
able to
parabolic
see your
solar
next
cooker.
slide. I cannot able to see your next slide. After definition slide, I cannot able to see.
Can you
All
hear
those
me?
things properly. We are not having the time. We have to take. I have to take a lot of presentations of other groups also.
Proceed to the next
Maybe,
slide. Next slide.
maybe due to network, very weak network, you can see it, but I'm sliding. I don't know if you are seeing or if you can hear me. Hello, sir.
Yes, yes. Carry on.
Mantuk, wajan mau bersis. Mantuk, wajan mau bersis.
I can only see one slide.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes. Now you can explore. Just move fast. We are having another group which is waiting.
I don't know if you are hearing me
Quickly.
or if you can see the slides.
Already we know all these things. What work you have done? Just show that.
Okay. The main purpose of our project is based on parabolic solar cooker. Those are other different types. These are other different types of solar cookers, but ours is based on parabolic solar cooker. So the materials which comprises this material are aluminum foil, which we will wrap on this on that parabolic dish, and we have metal which we made that parabolic dish and parabolic plate and the screw and elastic to fix on a stand. This is a box solar cooker. This we will not discuss about it because our project is mainly based on parabolic solar cooker. This is the one we are working on. So we haven't yet started the real project, the physical one, because of lack of materials and what. But this is one we are working on. This is called the solar cooker.
Even if you are sharing, you know what is being seen. This is what everyone is seeing. You are far, you are not
Move
even
to next slide.
proceed.
Move to next slide.
Maybe due to network you can see my slide because
They are speaking
So
so low.
hello, sir.
Just scroll your slides. I'm not able to take the things. See, all these things I know. Operations, how
Yeah,
to
yeah.
control it, what work you have done with this particular project till now? What you have done? What you have made? Anything you have made? Anything you have done? Your group has done?
You mean our group, sir?
Yes. Carry on.
Yeah, yeah.
Already I
Those
know
the
the
yeah. This is
already I
now
know the working principle. Now
the
what work
working
you have done?
prince.
Any work you have done on this
You
particular
mean physical or prototype?
where? Have you made
Yeah,
it?
we are working on a prototype. We are done with we are done with we bought aluminium and we are still working on the reflector. We are designing the shape of the reflector. So by tomorrow we'll be actually developing the prototype. So just a brief explanation on the whole project because the network is seems to be lagging. We want to design a solar reflector that can be able to produce, in case of, for instance, a boiler. in a blast furnace, iron blast furnace, the temperatures goes up to
Where
700 degrees
where are
Celsius.
your other
So, as soon
Marshall,
as,
where are your other particular people?
hold on,
You and only Sarge are giving the presentation. What about Fiona and Mohammed? If they are not doing any
yeah,
work,
they will come on when I'm. Yeah, they are doing, sir. They are doing. Let me just finish this.
so
Then
let them
we'll
present also.
come. They will come
Let them
in later.
present also so that their particular contribution will also be reflected in the presentation.
Fiona has contributed on research papers, so I think it's going to be next.
Just complete it fastly.
Hold on, sir. That's why that. Yeah. Pardon?
Yes, yes. Just complete your presentation fastly because other group is waiting.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like the overall operation is that a 5 meter squared solar reflector is able to produce heat of up to 700 degrees Celsius. Now, our innovation that we have included in this is that we want to design a solar reflector which can be able to transmit light in a form or in the principle or in the manner of an optical fiber. An optical fiber transmits light from one point to the other through the mechanism or processes of reflection and refraction. For instance, if you tap a light of temperature, which is 700 degrees Celsius from the sun, we need to be able to transmit that 700 degrees Celsius concentrated light even underground for some operations. So meaning we can be able to inject that light that we have concentrated of 700 degrees Celsius to power up boilers. Instead of using coal for powering up boilers, you can directly use concentrated light that has been transmitted through the processes that occurs in an optical fiber for heating up boilers or for heating up boilers that can be used even if it is to power or generate electricity in other cases instead of using fossil fuels like coal, natural gas, and diesel in some cases. So the technology that we have developed is that
Okay, carry on. Are you going to make the prototype?
We are about to make processes tomorrow we want to get to workshop to try to make this parabolic dish, and we've already bought this aluminum coil which will be using for reflecting the solar light. So we can proceed on those are advantages. The high performance parabolic solar cooker and vacuum tube cooker can contain a temperature above 290 degrees Celsius. As Castro said, we can be able to produce energy or temperature which can be able to heat up boilers and other materials or in other areas where high temperature is required. Also, solar cooker use no fuel, is the uh, conventional solar box cooker attain temperature up to 165 degrees Celsius, can sterilize water or prepare most food that can be made in conventional oven or stove, including bread, vegetables, and meat over a period of hours. When solar cooker are used outside, they do not contribute inside the heat potentially, saving fuel cost and for cooling as well. Any type of cooking may evaporate greases, oil, and other material into air, hence they may be less cleanup. I think we can proceed on the particularity, the difference between our project and all other which have been made is because our aim is like most of the developed solar cookers, you need it to be standing outside to where The solar cooker is placed and have to sit there while cooking. But you want to be transferring energy from outside or the area where the solar cooker is placed and be able to transfer energy from one place to another. For example, you can place solar cooker outside and you cook inside the house. That's what Castro said. We want to be transferring these types of tapped solar energy in form of optical fiber. We want to develop a pipe and coat inside some reflective material which will be able to transmit the energy. Also, we want to work on the efficiency because most of the developed solar cookers they do not cook the food which is hard or which takes a long time. For example, the only thing we've seen is that most of developed solar cooker they only can cook rice and potatoes. Those are very small or very easy food to cook. Also, to transfer energy trapped by the sun, this have said, and the multiplication of functionality. This one means that we can we can employ this parabolic deflector into different area. For example, in industrial area, in a domestic area where high amount of temperature is required. We can proceed with the research articles. If Fiona is there, can proceed.
Thank you, sir. I'm going to present about research articles. About this research, we based upon the parabolic solar cooker because our goal, we are planning to do our project on a parabolic solar cooker. So about this research, about this research, okay. This research paper demonstrates the importance of parabolic solar cooker, both for developing countries and for the refugee camps. So it will be easy for both developing countries and even those people who can't afford gases, like poor people, all those refugees who live in camps. And this cooker's main purpose was to concentrate the solar radiation and convert it into heat using different reflective methods. As we convert energy from sun to energy cooker, so we we really need to concentrate all the energy to one spot. And some essential factors were considered as the surface of the reflector must be smooth and shiny and control loading, trafficking, temperature, and sending. Variables and uncontrollable, which are wind and ambient temperature variables, also need to consider. Several parabolic solar cookers had designed various reflective materials such as stainless steel, aluminum foil, and metric tape. Those are some materials we use when we are doing this project. So additionally, multiple testing had done with those parabolic solar cookers. Beside, in this research, there are 3 different forms of temperature were measured. According to this parabolic solar cooker, there are 3 different forms of temperature. So there is one which is concentrating surface temperature, another one is vessel temperature, and another one is water temperature. So the notable success of this research was the third design. So they found out the third design was the best. Like the third design was implemented with mylar tape as a reflective material. With this one, it can boil rice, fried eggs, and fried potatoes and hard cooked within a short period of time. So they found out that the third design of parabolic solar cooker can cook very strong food, like it can fry eggs, it can boil rice, and all this mentioned down. So this is what I researched about. Thank you. And this one is the reference about what we've researched up, so we can based on this reference. And about the conclusion.
Where is Muhammad Aklan? Is he there in the meeting? Where is Muhammad Aklan? Is he there in the meeting?
I don't know, sir.
Muhammad Aklan is your teammate, so he must be there in the meeting. Otherwise, tell him that he will get zero. If I will not, if I will tell to sir also, if that fellow is not having any particular portion or any particular contribution towards the work, then he will get zero.
So
Maybe the network in his room.
Muhammad is fasting, so and even might be having network issues in his room, so he was unable
If
to
you are all
to
giving
join. I
presentation,
tried to reach him, but
then he must be there and he must show his particular presence in the presentation. Then only he
but
can.
during preparation and we was going to start the prototyping by tomorrow,
So
so
you,
he's going to be there.
my particular perception is
I
that
think.
you have to work on the making the prototype, and then only you can able to get the required work done of this project as possible before the end of your semester. And you need to have these things to be done in the quality by making a prototype if you are planning for that, or making at least a CAD model of it.
Okay.
You can discuss it, sir. That is what
Okay.
my
Do we have
okay.
okay? Do you have to submit the prototype or and upload it somewhere?
Okay. So if your
Hello,
particular
sir.
things are over, then we can let other student to just present. Who is another student? Charmin, are you going to present?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Charmin, तुम share करो. Let Charmin enter into the meeting.
They have the meeting.
Yes,
Good
sir.
morning, sir. I am Smitesh, and today we are presenting the presentation on line follower trolley. So our team members are Jarmin Parmar, Dishit Gadia, and me, Smitesh.
Okay, Charmin, start.
Jarmin next. So content will be introduction, current conditions, our approach, working principle, different sensors, advantages, research articles, and at last literature reviews.
Okay.
Introduction. A line follower trolley is which follows a certain path controlled by a sensor. A basic line follower trolley can consist of a base at the two ends of the which the wheels are mounted. A rectangular sheet of a metal or alloy can be used as the base. As we have seen that the manufacturing company, there are many difficulties arises during the loading and unloading of the material, cleanliness, maintenance, etc. The trolley is affected the more in above areas. So here is the prototype of our project. Here on the black path, we can see that line is the trolley is following the path.
You have
Next.
made the prototype, completed it. Prototype बना
No,
लिया.
sir, we have not. No, sir. In the left side, the prototype is taken from the references, but we have not made a physical prototype, sir.
Okay, तो आप प्रोटोटाइप की तरफ बढ़ो अब पास में, ठीक है?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
अभी ये विजुअलाइजेशन के लिए हमने रखा है कि ऐसा
Okay,
कुछ बनेगा.
कोई नहीं, carry on.
Current conditions. Nowadays, in manufacturing units, the simple trolley is used, which is operated by humans manually. While in assembly line, there are rail tracks are placed and put up trolley over the tracks in some or small units. If the person has to transfer a material from one assembly line to another assembly line, they Then they have to cross the rail tracks by lifting the trolley, which is difficult, and also maintain the cleanliness in the assembly line is also difficult. So we have physically gone to the companies and seen two companies. We are unable to capture the pictures of the assembly due to terms and conditions of the company. We have seen the problems that are occurred during the lifting and unloading of the materials. Next, Charmin. So Charmin will continue from the next.
As Smithers have described that we have physically gone to the company and see the problem exactly faced by the workers in the assembly line or the we can say manufacturing unit. Now, what are our approach to reduce the human effort by using the line follower trolley? Instead of rail track, we use the line so the grooming and cleaning is done easily. Hand, Operator of the material handling can easily transfer the material by the cart. No need to lift up the cart. Free working space is obtained, and heavy objects like engine heads, etc., can be transferred in bulk, and even the vehicle can easily work for transferring the heavy objects. What are the working principles of the trolley? Now, basically, the structure of our trolley is simple. So there is the main important are the sensors of in the trolleys. There are mainly two sensors, proximity sensor and the path detection sensor. Proximity sensor is used for path detection and IR sensor is used for obstacle detections. Now the line is indicated by white line on the black surface or in the black line on the white surface. This is the very common thing we can use. These are the two sensors, proximity sensor and IR sensor. Proximity sensor can follow the path, follow the line which we have placed, and the IR sensor can detect the obstacles which are comes in the lines of the proximity sensors. What are the advantages? Trolley movement is automatic, so the human effort is very less. It is used for the long distance application. As you can see in the picture, in the assembly line, there is a very long assembly line is there, so it can be easily used there. Simplicity of the plant is obtained. Provide mobility in the manufacturing unit. Obstacle on the tracks are efficiently identified. Used in home, industrial automation, etc. Research paper. Here we have taken the three research papers. For is Sargot Smart Autonomous Robotic Good Transporter Material, which of 29th May of 2020 editions. Research paper second is of Sensor Control Convertible Trolley, which is of 18th August of 2020. And the third research article is the development of smart trolley system based on the Android smartphone sensors. This is of October 2019. What are the literature reviews? The research is on focus of developing the flexible and the intelligent sensor control trolley to support the physical distribution of goods. In the small company, handling and transporting of the material are usually done using manually operated trolleys. Such practices could be time consuming. In this reference paper, we found that the material used for the making the trolley is of mild steel, especially stainless steel, which has a better corrosion resistance. Line follow trolley is easy to operate, and the selection of the material is like mild steel and stainless steel is considered because it is machined easily and also available at the affordable price. Roman Oscrio C in 2016 designed the path following robot that moves with the help of different type of magnetic sensors. Here we use the availability of the magnetic sensor is hard. So here we have used the IR infrared sensors. By using this reference paper, we can find the material for the making the trolleys and the area where we need to put the sensors, battery, and the power sensing units. Thank you, sir.
Okay, so you just move ahead with making the prototype and complete it as soon as possible. And where is the another fellow?
Sir, we have to make a physical prototype.
Where is another fellow of yours?
Sir, they have some health. This is there, sir, but they have the health issues, so they cannot present today.
So they tell Dishit that whenever you are presenting in the group, make sure all the things will be there or everyone should be there. Otherwise, you will get 0 marks.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We will tell them for the next presentation.
So next presentation, you must make the prototype. You include the cost
Sir,
analysis,
we have to
and
we have to
you can contact the
physical
A group
prototype.
students. I have told them to make the Gantt chart, cost analysis, and all these things. You can take from the A group students, and they have made some presentation. You can see also in this particular presentation how these people have done and how I am following the path of the CDIO, sorry, IDEO process, this process. So just you can include all these things also. And
Sir, all the IDEO process are coming in this PPT. We have covered all the things.
okay, okay, good. So next group who is going to come and present? Next, who is going to come? Next group, who is going to come and present? Next group, Yashgiri. Prajwal, are you ready?
No, sir. We are actually, our presentation is ready, but a third member of our group is
No problem.
out of country as we speak, and he's like traveling. So I'm
Who,
trying to connect with him. So just give us few minutes.
who is out of
We are trying our best.
who
So,
is out of country? Prajwal?
sir, he is
Bhuvan Joshi,
Bhuvan.
sir.
Who has gone out of country?
Yes, sir. He is traveling to his home country, Nepal. So I'm trying to connect with him, but
There is no problem.
uh,
You can start.
okay, sir. So can you give us few minutes or after one presentation so that we could have a last try, sir?
Okay, okay.
Because okay, thank you so much, sir.
Okay, Pratna, do you want to present? Pratna, do you want to present, beta? Who is going to present next? Rishabh Rajput. Start. Rishabh. Rishabh, share the screen. See, I am going to mark only those students their attendance today, those who are going to present today. Clearly, I have mentioned yesterday only. Then don't blame me like 1 minute to. So, Rishabh Rajput, are your group ready? Rishabh, okay. So, who is ready? रौनक, तुम अपना प्रेजेंटेशन जरा इन लोगों को दिखाओ सो दैट दे विल गेट एन आइडिया कि किस तरीके से इनको प्रेजेंट करना है और ग्रुप वालों को. रौनक, you just show them the presentation so that they will get an idea. रौनक, आवाज आ रही है? तो कौन प्रेजेंट कर सकता है फिर? ए ग्रुप में से हु इज गोइंग टू प्रेजेंट? ए ग्रुप में से हु इज गोइंग टू प्रेजेंट? No, you will be there in the meeting. Okay, because at the last I will take the attendance. Who is going to present Ronak's work or A group student? Yes, are you there in the group? प्रेरक, तुम्हारा प्रेजेंटेशन रेडी है? जो पुराना वाला है वो एक बार इन लोगों को रिपीट कर दो. प्रेरक, नरेश, तुम लोग का जो प्रेजेंटेशन है वो इन लोग को एक बार दिखाओ, सो दैट दे विल गेट एन आइडिया कि किस तरीके से प्रेजेंटेशन करना है. नरेश, ओके प्रेरणा, कोई बात नहीं है. नरेश विल बी प्रेजेंटिंग एंड with the help of the presentation of Naresh, the other students will get an idea like how the presentation should be made and how the work will be done. Yes. Yes, Naresh. Show them your presentation and just give a small explanation to them how the work will be done by your group, so that they can also get an idea how they can able to do their work. Naresh, okay. Okay, you can Prajwal. Just all the student, Naresh is going to just show his presentation, and you can get an idea like how you can able to present it, how you can able to make your presentation. So just see his presentation first. Naresh, एक बार quickly go through your presentation.
Yes, sir.
On the
Hello, everyone. My name is Naresh Solanki, and our topic about Yes, sir.
Yes, yes. Carry on.
Yes. Our topic is of hospital fire and prevention and equation. In the we see in sometimes there is some hospital fires as
Yes,
you
yes,
see the
yes. Okay, then.
it is blasting very dangerous. What possible steps in this kind of we introduce the our project and then we taking some recent cases February 2021 Uday Shivanand hospitals and their fire. So you see the picture. There is a very dangerous situations, and we see also the August 2020 Teacher Hospital number 14 Ramesh Russia. This is a Russia hospital, and then Japan hospital. There is also prevent the fire because of the electric wiring, short circuits, or some gases leakages, and any kind of materials which prevent the fire. And we take some case studies of hospital fires where they a number of different materials and equipments are major contribute to hospital fires. In this we taking the reasons why the fire is prevented. In this electric equipment and wiring, medical equipment, cooking equipment, clothes and certain oxygen gases, ventilation system. This is the reason. And some part 52% electrical equipment and 8% of cooking systems equipment, and oxygen gases 8% taking the prevent the fire. And this is the our objective. In this we try to protection of life and protection of property and continuity of operation, fire safety and fires. The design of must recognize dangerous pose in hospitals. This is our problems and questions that where the construction and the interior of building and its furnishing, what provision where place of limiting the spread of fire, place early discovered of the fire, and the promote exhibiting of fire. And, what provisions were in the place of promote exhibiting of the fire and promote evacuation patients, what provisions were in place of for notification of the fire services. This is how to relate this problem with human centric design approach, proper ventilation system, interior design, heat and smoke sensing device or sensors, design of bed and material use, staff training with advanced equipments, using new and advanced technology in hospitals, prevent fire. This is our diagram where we consider the so the ventilation system, how to the smoke outside, take out the outside in from the hospital, and how to we taking the positive airs, fresh air in the room, and how the sprinkles are work when the fire is prevented, smoke damper, and then sprinkle walls over here. This is the sprinkle walls. This is sprinkle and water tank. Here is water tank and CO2 tank for evacuate the fire. And this is the panel to detect the fire. This is panel where is indicate the fire is the room number where the fire is prevented, which room number. This is panel is indicate that number. This is our main. And and how this panel is very useful to evacuate the fire with staff, mm, many staffs. And this type of the fire alarm detector, this is a heat detector, smoke detector, carbon monoxide detector, multi-sensor detector, and manual call points. These are the alarm detector, fire alarm detector. And this is the working principle of our alarm system. You see this is the detection principle normal situation. In infrared, IR LED light emitting diode is passes the IR beams from the sensor, and a photodiode being activated when light comes on it. The wall which prevent the direct beam and come from IR light. When the fire is prevented, the smoke is disordered, this lights emitting, then this light is sensed by the photodiode being activated when light come on it. This is the figure of normal conditions. This is during fire 1. This is during fire 2. When heated, the temperature is rising, and the expansion is take place when, and at that time this plate is say, or you can say the switch is activated, then siren is siren is activated. This is video, but due to time,
Don't show the video. Just
this is our AUI summary. Yes, sir.
don't show the video. Just carry on with your presentation.
Okay, sir. AEIU summary. In this, we taking the activities, environment, interaction, objects, and users. And this is the activities. This operation activities doing in the hospitals is like the operations, reporting case, medical examination, patients regression, laboratory services, handling the victims, and surgeries. And this is the environmental, how to affect the environment. It is that the staff behavior and the peaceful with the patients, effectiveness of the patient care, comfort of patients, families, and staffs, and the low smoke in environment, keep clean and sanitary of hospital. And this is our interaction between patient and their family members, communication between doctors, staff members, and nurses, interact with the reception members, interact with the chemist for medicines, interaction between family members, interaction between doctor and patients. This is our objectives. In this, we taking the fire safety alarm system, protection of life, protection of property, evacuation of patients, and at last fire safety except plans. This is our objectives, and then we consider the users. This system is used in various places like offices, factories, museums, residential, banks, public building, and other high values targets. This is most usable, this viral this project. And this this is our product cost chart, and it is 499, staking 599, sprinkles is 16 rupees, water tank 4 rupees per liter, CO2 tanks is 499 or 35 rupees per kg, fire alarm panel 7999, ventilation fans 1399, panel detector is 199. This is our gain chart where we take the uh, how we work and when we do the project. And in third week, we do the introduction of projects. First of all, we taking the object observations from the problem and finding the problems, introduction of project. Then we taking the fourth week. In this fourth week, we put the some case studies and some hospital survey for evacuate the or some prevention of the fire and how to evacuate that. In sixth week, we do the brainstorming session. In this session, we discuss about the how to solving these problems and how how many solution for that. And in seventh week, there is no working because of mid semester or something that. In eighth week, we do the concept of sketches. You see the previously we make a diagram that part is the concept of sketch. Ninth week is a product post survey. It is also shown by you my it'll okay. This is thank you all.
Okay, so
That's also.
you just got an idea like how you can able to process your with respect to the objectives and the different things that they have done. And now they are working on the prototype. And maybe next week they will complete it and then they will implement it. The same way, there are other good projects also like Prajwals and all which are going to present just now. Yes, and Mansi Singala also has presented a good project presentation. So like this, all the students are presenting. So if you are having a very good project and you have made the presentation, you can present now. It's an opportunity so that we can give some suggestions so that you can able to improve your presentation skills as well as we can able to do a good work which will be useful for the society. Okay, Naresh, you can leave
Yes, sir.
you can just remove your presentation because Prajwal and Sachin is waiting for their presentation time.
Oh,
Prajwal and Sachin, you can present share.
Hello. Hello, sir. Am I audible? Excuse me, sir. Hello.
Yes, yes, Bolo. You can start.
Okay, sir. Today we are going to. Okay, sir. I'm going to start now. Today we are going to show you our presentation, which title you can see here that Air Launch Payload Delivery System, AIRVERI, and which was made by Bhuvan Joshi, Prajwal Dalal, and me, Sachin Sigdel. Prajwal, next slide, please. And these are the existing system. The system include both civil as well as military applications also. And here are the some like pictures which some famous company like Domino's, Amazon, and other military based companies using this kind of system previously. And these are implemented, and these systems are implemented by them. Next slide, please. For food delivery by Domino's, which was already used in November 2016 in New Zealand. Domino's has had a partnership with Fleetry drone delivery system service, and in the way by which Domino's deliver their food to their customer. At that time, they avoid the traffic congestion and traffic lights and safely reduce the delivery time and distance by traveling directly to the customer's home, so that customer get the food a bit early than usually it takes time. And the things Domino's delivery system did not get stuck in traffic light and other things because of its air delivery system. Next slide, please. And this logistic is used by Amazon Prime, Amazon e-commerce, and a family of drone known as MK27 used to make delivery within 7.5 miles, like to around 12 kilometers of diameters of a warehouse, reach customer within 30 minutes and carry package weighing as much as 5 pound. So that this drone MK27, which can go for 12 kilometer of diameter and which can carry up to 5 pound of weight. It carries multiple sensors and computing systems designed to allow it to touch down at home without hitting power lines or posing a dangers to people or pet. So that it means we can we can land this drone by without hitting any power lines or posing danger to people or pets, so that it doesn't harm any uh, pets or people. Current regulation don't permit such autonomous flight. Currently, the rules which is made by many governments don't permit such autonomous flight. No mandate standard for this operation, and no companies have been approved to conduct them without safely measures such as costly on ground observation. Currently, there is no such kind of system developed yet, uh, but soon it will be there for many facilities for person or people by which they can get their product easily and much faster than the current scenario. Next slide, please, Fazal. And we can use this drone in military logistic also. The UK Defence Science and Technology Laboratory is working with the government agency to develop a drone and unmanned group robot with autonomous deliver to order capability for frontline military logistic support. Helsinki based Fleetonomy and its partners Thales, Thesis and Avatrek and Callan Lanes have developed an Uber-style drone delivery service that enables supply operation to command and control a fleet of UAVs during simulation last mile mission in urban and other environments. Like these companies which are currently developed Uber Uber-style drone delivery system, which can uh, which can control a fleet of UAVs like unmanned aerial vehicles during simulation, simultaneous last mile mission in urban and other environments. Increase the flexibility, agency, and effectiveness of frontline troops by leveraging autonomous fleets while simultaneously providing fused sensor data to decision makers, so that it will going to help those military who are currently working as frontline members, and it will be flexible and effectiveness also, so that it is going to be implemented here. And for my portion is finished over here. As we previously said, sir, my our colleagues Bhuvan is not available because he has gone his home and he is on the way, so he is unable to join classes. Now I'd like to I'd like to invite my colleagues Prajwal to join from here. Thank you.
Thank you, Sachin. As you have rightly pointed out, one of my colleague is in traveling to his home country. So I will present his portion as well. So the next application which we were up to was in the medical field. In medical field, as we have conducted a case study of UPS flight forward INC. So that is one of the US's a leading drone delivery system, drone delivery services. So UPS subsidiary UPS Flight Forward INC has partnered with CVS Pharmacy to successfully complete two drone-driven prescription medication deliveries. So basically, the drone delivery services in United States had partnered with one of the leading pharmaceutical outlet, and they actually had the test run of delivering two prescription medicines. So there are several advantages for this as well as disadvantages, which we would like to talk further in the further part. So the basic system specification of that drone was that the drone could hover at altitude of 20 feet. It was basically Meternet's M2 drone system. So that was another drone manufacturing company, the UPS Flight Forward INC, just hired those drones for the testing purpose. So the advantages is that the the drone can speedily deliver the medicines, and it could be a matter of life and death. The delivery of a drug at the right time to the right person can save a life. So basically, the speed is one of the major advantage in the case of medical drone delivery services. Moreover, the doctors can send them the necessary medications via drones, and hospital beds can be freed up for those who are critically ill. So this particular point is far more we can say relatable to the current situation, where beds are extremely filled even for the uh, minor cases of COVID. So in this case too, we can use the drone delivery system for the minor COVID cases. But there are certain disadvantages too, that without a physical pilot present, drone can't see where they are going. Of course, there are certain sensors or say cameras, optical payloads which are there in drones, but they too do have limited visibility, especially at that altitude, and risk landing on bystanders or running into unexpected objects or birds and animals. So basically, the collision cannot be avoided in the drone system, because then that the drone would be too heavy, as we would include many sensors for the anti-collision system. So our project is known as AirVery, as my colleague Sachin explained. So the basic concept which we made up from all these case studies, and by reading all the pros and cons, is that we need to develop a system to safely deliver the payload from a quadcopter of a small scale UAV, considering economic and safety factors. So as we saw in the case of previous in the medical field application, safety is very important. And second thing, economic factor is very important, because in the case of logistical delivery, we need to be quite economic, so that the delivery charges could be controlled at a major to a major extent. And quadcopters are required because the VTOL drone or vertical takeoff and landing drones could be quite unreliable. So quadcopter is the only option. But the question is how our project is different from the previous case studies. We have seen 4 case studies. So the first thing is our project focuses on drones having payload of smaller, relatively smaller payload, say of 2 kg. It would be economical, unlike the other previous cases where only the multinational companies could focus upon such projects, and it would be reliable. That in country like ours, where there is no dearth of unskilled laborers, they could easily handle such systems. So our focus would be on such main points. Then these are the basic checklist which we have identified, which we would require our system to have. So first of all, it is material should be easily available. The material which are there are several kinds of material which I would like to talk in the later part of presentation. But the materials in any case needs to be easily available, so that the manufacturing as well as the maintenance could be very easy. And second, it should be easily operatable. There shouldn't be complex system of complex, we can say, operational protocols that needs to be involved. Those should be very easy to operate, even to the non-skilled persons. Then it should be easy to maintain, because as I have explained in the first point, materials are also a factor, but there are several other factors in case of maintenance. So, and the fourth point is survive. It should survive weather, various weather conditions. In country like ours, where the weather is varying from east to west and from north to south, quite unexpectedly. So in that case, it should survive several weather conditions, whether it is desert, dry condition, dry and hot weather of Gujarat, or say humid environment of Arunachal Pradesh, or high altitude and cold weather of Ladakh, or highly humid conditions of South India. In any case, it has to survive and it has to perform optimally. It should be reusable, because if it isn't reusable, the cost factor would be very high. So it's quite obvious. The second, the last point which we need to consider is that it should be safe for the payload. As we have seen in the previous case studies, in case studies like in medical field, payload might be delivered safe by the drone, but safety doesn't mean that the payload itself is unharmed. But it has to be landed. It has to be landed on a place which is designated. So it should be considered to be completely safe.
Okay,
So that is
you
our
should complete,
safety definition. Yes,
Prajna,
sir.
quickly complete your presentation.
Yes, sir. Just 5 minutes, sir. Okay. So this is our cost analysis which we conducted for our case, for our project. There are two methods which we considered here. To be the point to be noted is that we are not considering the machining cost, because that is varying from place to place. So basically, we are considering the material cost. In the material cost, as you can see in conventional method, it is like 550 rupees in total from our initial requirement of parachute and base material. So conventional method would involve the machining processes like lathe machining or milling or so on. But in the case if we choose non-conventional methods like 3D printing or laser cutting, etc., etc., in that case, the cost will escalate, since the filler material for the 3D printing changes from 300 rupees to 1300 rupees for the base material. So that takes the 550 rupees total cost to the 1550 rupees. So the cost escalation is like 282% if we just alter the manufacturing method. So we have to balance the time as well as the cost factor. That is quite difficult, but we are still figuring out. So this is our developmental cycle which we would like to follow. So first of all, we would like to conduct initial studies from research paper, scientific literature, as well as internet. Then we would like to go for prototype development through non-conventional and conventional processes. This also involves the CAD modeling and the simulation for the manufacturing, which could give us rough idea on the manufacturing processes which could be involved. And the third process is like testing. We need to, after the prototype, physical prototype development, we would like to conduct various tests like high altitude stability or drop test. And in the end, we would like to have further studies in case everything goes wrong, or say partially wrong. We would like to just uh, go back to the blackboard and reevaluate all the parameters and reconfigure the design. So these are the research paper which we have found out from the internet, from the very known elsewhere magazine, elsewhere journal, as well as from Scandia laboratories of United States. So as you can see, we have three papers. The first paper right here is related
Rajwal,
to
complete it quickly.
parachute wing design.
Rajwal,
So
let it be.
yes, sir. There are three. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No, come to the
Yes,
conclusion
sir.
of the research.
And the second one is parachute. Okay, sir. So these are our schedules which we have. So this is the last slide. So this is
Yeah.
our progress as well as schedule, the Gantt chart, basic Gantt chart, which we have prepared. Currently, as you can see, we are at the conceptualization part because we are yet to arrive at the conclusion of materials which are yet to be selected, and we are also learning various new methods like boundary method. And in a week we are expecting to start developing CAD model and also perform simulation as it completes. And the last phase would be result examination and beyond, from the simulation as well as from the modeling results. So this was it. Thank you so much for listening. Any questions, sir?
Okay, my observation is like try to complete your work as soon as possible because we are going to have the completion of the semester maybe in the next month, mid of the next month. So before that, complete it and just see my PPT, earlier lectures which I have conducted for all the groups. The how your project will be related to HCDA. Connect it with the HCDA, just like Naresh has given the that justification, like how our project is connected with the HCDA. So connect it like that, and then make the AEIO justification and the chart, the empathy chart and all. So that will be feasible with respect to the second particular point of the IDEO cycle that I have shown you, and complete your work as soon as possible because then the final presentation will be done at the time of your submission so that you can able to show the prototype and you can give the justification.
Okay, sir. We are on it, sir.
Okay. So
Thank you.
anybody else want to give the presentation? Just raise your hand. किसी और को presentation देना है? Anybody else want to give the presentation? See, the purpose of being strict is like if the students are not working, then they will start working and they will complete the work on time. Okay, Milan Gaur, what is your presentation? Where is your presentation? Milan, where is your presentation? You have just joined. I am removing you from the meeting. Where is your presentation? In between the meeting, I will not allow you. I am removing you. Where is your presentation? Milan, where is your presentation? Ravi Kerai is by mistake. He has been removed, so we can consider the attendance of Ravi Kerai. What you call say, Virendra, just type the attendance of Ravi Kerai also when you are typing your attendance. Milan, where is your presentation? I am not listening to your voice. And you just now joined the meeting. What is IDEO, Milan? Can you type it? IDEO क्या है? What is IDEO? IDEO क्या है? Okay, I am removing Milan. All the other students, give your attendance quickly. And Ravi Kerai की attendance, Virendra. टाइप कर देना उसका एनरोलमेंट नंबर और नेम। वीरेन, please type the attendance of Ravi Kerai also. By mistake, he was being removed from the meeting. Fiona, search, type the attendance of Castrol also. Those who have given the attendance, you can leave the meeting. Quickly leave the meeting. Fiona, search, write the attendance of Castrol also. Those who have given the attendance, you can leave the meeting. Search, give your attendance, otherwise I am going to end the meeting. Search, I am going to end the meeting, give your attendance. Okay, if everybody has given the attendance, I am going to end the meeting.